Hi everyone, welcome to Medi-Veggie. It's Wednesday.
First Wednesday of the new year.
Yes, it is. And how is everyone doing?
Doing really well.
Well, I'm under the weather today, so you're gonna all have to do most of the talking.
We got you, Trami.
Yep.
Yeah, we're here to support.
Yeah.
So
Can I go ahead and welcome everyone to our first Medi-Veggie of 2021? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, well, welcome everyone. Cool thing is this is the first Medi-Veggie of 2021, but the 21st Medi-Veggie of the series. The numbers coincide very well. I'm Esther, if you're joining us for the first time or not. I'm your host representing Chopsticks Alley, and with me is Trami, our fearless visionary, Matthew Molcio, our raw vegan expert, and Dr. Smeet Garg, who will lead today's meditation and also announce our special giveaway at the end of this show. And also shout out to our passenger aboard the mothership, Marcos. We're so glad you're able to make it today. So thank you to everyone joining us today, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube or Twitch. We love hearing from you in the comments throughout the show and after the show. The goal of Medi-Veggie remains the same this year. We want to promote health from the inside out, and we intend to stay strong on our mission to offer weekly guided meditation, vegetarian recipes, and just honest discussion between us. All of your feedback, your ideas, and your donations allow us to keep going. So thank you very much.
if you have a recipe you'd like to share, let us know. Send us an email at chopsticksalley@gmail.com and we can have you come on our show. So that's always fun when we have our audience come join us.
Yeah, we love having our guests. Today, however, we have a recipe from Trami.
Yay.
Well, because I was chatting with our buddies here and I was like, oh, I'm not feeling so well. So Dr. Smita said, hey, you should try this tea. So I'm going to make it for the first time now and taste it. I have my doubts, I have to say, in terms of flavor. So we'll see, right? So here we go. The recipes include, lemon. I have ginger already. Dr. Smita, please. Now let me know if I'm doing it right or wrong.
No, you're doing it perfectly.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
This is honey that I got from farmer's market. What I learned about honey is, see how it's really dark and thick? It's actually darker and thicker have more antioxidants and has more of those.
Trami, you will have to speak a little louder. We can't hear you very well.
It could be that the microphone on your computer is compromised because the screen is pushed down for the display.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, we hear you.
Loud and clear.
It's like shouting through the ship.
It does sound like we're underwater or in space right now.
It's because I'm sick, so I wasn't speaking loud, but in my brain it sounded loud. Anyway.
I bet congestion will do that.
Yeah, tea. And then hot water, of course, and then turmeric. And of course, this turmeric here is in a recycled container.
So I have fresh turmeric here that I buy and I store in my house right here. And you can always use powdered because it can stay for years. I keep like a ton of powdered turmeric in my freezer. for my cooking. But you know, fresh turmeric has its own flavor and it's very, very healthy. So I started to buy this as well, and keep it.
Probably tastes better than the powdered ones, right? It probably tastes better than the powdered ones. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I don't know. Is that too much?
No, I think it's good.
Okay. Then honey thing. See, I have like my cat collection.
Oh, that's so cute.
How much honey? Like a spoonful?
Like a spoon, yeah.
Okay, there you go. How much turmeric? I don't want to get out of my first.
About half a teaspoon if you have powdered. Yeah.
That.
Is that half a teaspoon? That's
Maybe a tablespoon.
Weird thing that I inherited. Okay.
yeah, I think that's good enough. That's enough. Yeah, you don't need a lot of the powdered. It's very potent.
Oh, and then the ginger.
Yeah.
It'll clean everything right out.
Yeah. No. There you go. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, that's your hot water, right? So you just let it steep, you know, for about a minute or so. You can cover it and steep it.
I forgot the tea.
You don't really have to add tea. It's totally up to you if you want to, you know.
I'll add the tea though.
Yeah.
Yay.
Cover
You
it.
can
Yay.
also add a little bit of black pepper to that, you know.
Oh, wow. Never
yeah.
thought that. Black pepper.
Isn't cayenne also an option?
I have never added cayenne to this, but black pepper actually helps absorb the goodness of turmeric.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's even better if you added like a drop of ghee or a drop of some kind of like edible oil.
Yeah. That's good to know.
Yeah.
So the pepper actually brings out the flavor of the turmeric.
But I think it also, yeah, it's not just the flavor, it activates the turmeric.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Neat, like a catalyst.
Yeah, but even what you've made right here, Trami, is really, really good. So if you drink it like maybe a couple times, maybe once before going to bed, you'll probably have an easier night, especially if you have a stuffy nose and, you know, just general like not feeling good. It will help you. You could also add a mint leaf to that.
God, it's like a soup almost. See, I'm very fancy. I even have it.
That's cute.
Gotta do this right. Even if you're sick, it's the only thing that keeps me going. It's all these little cutesy things. Okay, so
It's endearing.
Oh, I have to tell you, I have the same cup from Daiso.
What?
Daiso, it's the dollar store, the Japanese dollar store. Okay.
Because it's walking distance from my house.
That's great. Matthew and I have been trying so hard to go to Daiso, but there's always this super long line.
Yes.
It actually tastes really good. I thought,
Yay.
you know, come on now. Turmeric is, no, it's really good.
Yay.
Trying this. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Well, there you go.
Yay.
Yeah. I usually have this tea at least once every day. This is like, you know, minus the green tea, because it's done wonders for my system since I was diagnosed with my autoimmune. It really, really, it really has helped me, you know, all the good.
I thought that the turmeric would make it taste really weird, you know, like something, but it doesn't. It tastes
No.
Try that.
Yeah, and actually, if you want to make turmeric milk latte, the golden latte, that's all you do. You actually boil the milk and you add turmeric to it and all these good things. Minus the lemon, because then it will curdle. So.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
My friend, my coworker, maybe some of that, something like that, but he put Crown Royal in it.
That's why you
that's
feel
for a
better.
good night's sleep.
Yeah.
Oh,
really care
little
for it.
VSOP. Uh,
Yeah.
the
So,
unconscious alley.
Yeah.
Well, certain things do have medicinal value, and so
Yeah.
Type out the ingredients in the comments for our audience. Because
yeah, I was just about to ask Trami or Smita if you could name again the ingredients so we can put that in the comments for our
yeah,
viewers.
yeah,
Yes, I
sure.
tried
So fresh or powdered turmeric,
turmeric.
fresh ginger. You can also get dried powdered ginger. You could get it in the Indian stores, and you could use that if you don't have, like if you don't want to keep ginger in the house. And Trami, you used a special kind of honey, right?
yeah, so this is a darker honey, which is so good. I finally opened it. It's probably 100 years old, but whatever.
It gets better with time.
Yes, this is
Yeah.
called Evergreen Valley Wildflower. It's called Arts Fresh Local Honey. So it's probably from one of those farmers market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Local honey's good.
Local honey is the best because of the pollen,
Yes.
Yep.
specific to our
Right.
area.
And if it is raw honey, local, raw,
Yep.
organic, that's the best, really.
Yeah.
If you want, so tea is optional.
Lemon.
Yeah, you could substitute that with black tea. Sometimes that's what I do because I don't really drink green tea. It gets me too excited.
Right.
And then black pepper if you have it.
Yeah, black pepper.
Would you recommend if the green tea is too activating to substitute black tea instead?
For me,
Oh,
like
okay.
I actually experience when I drink green tea, it's a little too acidic for me compared to black tea. So,
What do we
Yeah.
want to name this tea?
I call it
This remedy.
I had a name for it. I'm forgetting. It's like eternity or
Oh,
healthy
there you go.
tea, something like that.
That's cute.
Got it. Ta-da!
I have those
You're
ingredients.
welcome, viewers.
I have to try that.
Tea,
Yeah.
tea.
When life gives you lemons, you can make this amazing tea with it.
Yeah.
I do have a suggestion that they say it's probably not a good idea to add honey to boiling water. So let the
True.
water cool down just a little bit, a
Mhm.
tad bit, and then add the honey to it. Um,
That's a really good point that you brought up, Smita, because at about 118 degrees is when the living enzymes and the healthy nutrients actually die off.
mhm.
I do the same when I make my honey. I make sure that the temperature when I add the honey that it's below, that threshold.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're in an Asian household, you tend to have these ready. I have one because I'm old.
Well, moving on to the outer circle of healing, Smita, what do you have for us today?
Yes. Are we doing? Hold on. I'm sorry. Are we doing the raffle first? We are doing the raffle later.
We'll be doing the raffle after meditation.
Okay. So yes, when I was thinking of today's meditation, I thought of a few different things, and then my guides were really coming on strongly and suggesting that today's meditation should have a message for the new year, sort of like message in a bottle. Except that it's going to be done a little differently. So you will receive a message today in the meditation for the year 2021. And I want it to be an uplifting and happy message. Okay, so are we ready?
Ready.
Okay. So just find a comfortable spot to sit with your eyes closed, any spot where you can be undisturbed. Um, if you want to, you can lay down. This meditation is going to be a visualization. It's better if you're sitting though, but if it's too hard for you to sit through, you can lay down. That's fine. All right, let's begin. Just close your eyes and focus on your breath. Do a check on your breath. Are you breathing too fast, shallow, slow? How are you breathing? Is there tightness in your body? Is there a restlessness? Observe everything and simply let it be. Now take a deep breath through the nose and release through the mouth. Make the release longer than the inhale. One more deep breath through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And one last deep breath through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Feel a sense of calm and peace descend on you. Let this calm and peace be with you throughout the meditation today. And as you sit there in your quiet spot, absorbing the calm and peace, feel a gentle mist surround you, envelop you completely. And in just a few seconds, this mist begins to lift off and evaporate. And you find yourself in a beautiful meadow overlooking a gorgeous monastery up in the mountains. The air is so fresh. You can smell the freshness of the trees and the greenery. You can also hear a gentle waterfall flowing behind the monastery, perhaps a brook. There are birds chirping, and you are barefoot. You can feel the soft green grass under your feet. It is a little moist. Feel the freshness flow through your body. There's a lovely large tree next to the monastery. It has a little bench right under it. The tree beckons you to come and sit under its generous shade. Just walk over to the tree and sit down on the bench. Make yourself comfortable. And keeping your eyes closed, take a deep breath in and release. Feel the gentle breeze flowing and listen to the soft rustling of the leaves. There is a wondrous beauty, a peace and serenity here. This is your time to be with yourself. Time of respite from the big, bad, busy world. Just take this beauty in. Be one with this peace. Take a breath in and inhale the peace and calm in your surroundings. And as you exhale, release all the restlessness, the tiredness, the cumbersome routineness of daily life. Let it all go. Feel the breeze flowing all around and gaining a little bit of speed. And with that, with the breeze comes a note flying up to you and lands right next to you on the bench. Something tells you this note is for you. It's a message for you. Pick up the note and read it. There is a beautiful, uplifting message meant just for you. Don't think too much. Whatever comes first to your mind is good. Whether it's a word, a sentence, or an art, a drawing, you will know intuitively what this message is about. It's a message from Divine Source for you, a loving message, letting you know how much you are loved and cared for. Even though there may be days you don't feel that way, there is there's always a lot of love for you. Take a deep breath in and feel all that love flow into your heart center. And as your heart beats, the energy of the love flows throughout your body, and every organ, every tissue, every cell of your body receives that energy of love. And now feel the mist come over you again. And as it evaporates, find yourself back where you were sitting. And meditating. Stay with this feeling of love, this sense of freshness, newness, as you step into the new year. You may do this visualization anytime, anywhere in a quiet space. Just close your eyes and find yourself in the beautiful meadow. Namaste.
Thank you, Smita.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
How is everybody feeling?
Wow. I don't think that this meditation could have been more perfectly timed. This week has been difficult for me, with a lot of emotions surfacing. And before you had even said about the note, even being a symbol of love, that's exactly what I read when I opened it. And I felt supported because I've been feeling alone, getting in my head about things and just reflecting and taking inventory on my life. A lot of things have surfaced. So it felt really good to cultivate that space. And I'm grateful for the meditation that you guided for us. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm so glad that you felt supported through the meditation. That means a lot. Yeah.
You should never feel
How
alone.
about everybody else?
With us,
What?
I don't ever want Matthew to ever feel alone. Like, you've got us.
you know?
Yep.
I'm
It
glad that I
makes
tuned
you
in.
see, not just like, oh, superficially, you know, like I don't feel that way. I feel like I have you guys, you know.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. You know, it means a lot. I spend a lot of time alone, and I have this tendency to really go inward and create a lot of distance. And so, thank you for sharing that. It means a lot.
Yep.
Yeah. Matthew, I totally understand that, like
Yeah.
completely, because there are times when I'm doing the inner work or I just want to be in my own space within myself. I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to be with myself. And not even with this outer self that you see, but whoever it is inside, you know, it's like that quiet space. So actually, next week, I'm going on a 5-day silent retreat from
That's wonderful.
Thursday, starting Wednesday night next week, and going all the way to the Martin Luther King's Day. Yeah,
Wow.
5 days of silence and about 12 hours of meditation every day.
Wow, that's phenomenal. I feel like that's something that I could benefit from as well.
Yeah.
I wanted to share one comment that we had pertaining to the meditation from Dennis Lozano. He said, "Such a sweet offering, Dr. Smita." And he also said, "Thank you, Matthew, for your vulnerability, reminding us to move into our wholeness and our fullness."
Oh, thank you,
Thank you for
Dennis.
sharing,
I'm
Dennis.
so happy that Dennis, you tuned in today. Sorry,
That's
Matthew.
really sweet. No, I express the joy. That's what's great. I appreciate his sentiments and the vulnerability that he appreciated from me.
Yeah,
Dennis
thank you.
is a really special, special person, and he and I have grown to become good friends. So thank you, Dennis, for being here.
There was actually a comment earlier too from Hadi pertaining to the recipe that we shared for Eternity Remedy Tea. And he just said, "I don't drink anything sweet. Is the honey necessary?"
No, the honey is not necessary. If he just wants to have the turmeric, ginger, black pepper concoction with lemon, that would be just fine.
I like the
Oh,
ginger.
honey for Hadi.
Yeah, Marcos, ginger has amazing properties. You know, it's used all over South and Southeast Asia. And I think in Southeast Asia, at least in Thai cooking, I know that they use a lot of galangal, which is like a sibling to ginger.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna start putting ginger in my tacos.
Wow, let me know how that goes.
Ginger
You
will
know,
cancel out anything. So put
yeah,
it in.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
we Indians are crazy about our ginger. Like, I have a ton of ginger in the house. We dry it, we powder it, we use it, we
Wow,
pickle it, we use it in so many different ways. It's incredible.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm still learning to acquire a taste for ginger. It's a very strong note for me. But I've learned with certain beverages, kombuchas and things like that, it's helped me to really embrace it. I know that the health benefits are far reaching. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Is that
glad
why you like to make your Moscow Mule?
that
With a shot of
no,
ginger.
no, I don't think. Oh, the ginger beer, that's interesting. Yes, I'm like, do
Yeah.
I have ginger? Yes. So the Moscow Mule, yes, that's I do enjoy ginger beer. I think the potency of it on its own, because like when Esther and I would have sushi or something, I always put the ginger aside. I don't consume it because I feel that it blows out my palate and I'm not able to taste anything else. So
I think for sushi, the ginger, you kind of save it last because it does blow out your palate. So
Yeah,
good to
I
know.
always just use it to kind of like intensify the soy sauce mixture if I'm doing any dipping. Yeah.
Yeah, there is an inherent quality of ginger, which is that it creates a great amount of warmth in the body. So if you are consuming a lot, you might find that the heat is affecting your skin, it's affecting your system. So just, go off ginger, reduce the quantity you're using every day.
Mm-hmm. Smita, before we really go off air, I think we should do that special giveaway.
Yes.
Look, it's in a basket.
Look at that basket.
I know. Guess
up
what?
those
I just
memes.
had the basket sitting right here.
I feel like you're gonna pull a rabbit out of there.
Okay, so we need
Funny.
the sound effect. So hang on, I need to do something.
Drums, please.
Oh my goodness. I need to do, okay,
Oh,
here we go.
Esther, do you want to mention what the raffle is about?
Okay, maybe not.
That was a
Is
funny
that a cow?
sound. It sounded like a burp.
It was a moo.
It was a cow. Yeah.
All right, so for anyone who's
Okay.
tuning in, not sure what's going on, 2 weeks ago we shared that Dr. Garg is doing a special giveaway for 2 oracle card readings for 2 lucky participants of our show. So if you liked or commented on our Medi-Veggie program last week or any time before today, then your name was entered. So
Cool.
yeah, good luck.
And each reading would be about half an hour and $75 value. So we'll see. Spirit sometimes pulls 2, 3, 5, 6, whatever cards come for you. So,
Okay, so I'm gonna make a special sound effect as you pick a name. Okay.
Okay.
So here we go.
Ooh, here's the first
Oh,
one.
All right.
cool.
Here we
Like
go.
so
Here we
nice.
go.
Mina.
Mina!
Nina!
Mina, our first
Yes,
winner.
Our first winner. Let's go with our second
Okay,
one
here we go.
now.
Second one.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Oh my God. Okay, it is Till.
Till. Okay.
Till.
The last name is Yulin Spiegel. Till Yulin Spiegel. So we will track them down.
Mhm.
Here you go. Last sound effect.
And in case, people don't want one, even though their name was picked, I will continue to pick from what I have left
Another one.
later on.
Okay, like a runner-up kind of thing.
Yes. So, yay! I look forward
Yay,
to
very cool. Excited.
people connecting with me, and I still have to do yours, Marcos. So just
Okay.
connect with me whenever
Okay.
you feel ready.
Have you
Okay.
guys had yours done? Because I haven't done it yet.
No, not
Esther
yet.
and Matthew. No, not yet. See, everyone's waiting.
Timing.
What are
Timing
you
will be
waiting for,
divine.
guys?
I think
Yeah.
we're,
21.
like I'm waiting for like the the ultimate question or something. Like I have to come up with a good one.
I was literally thinking about
Same
this
here.
last night. Yeah, I was just like, okay,
Yeah.
here are like 3 different things I might ask about, but time will tell which one I really should ask about.
Right. So this tea
Yeah.
is actually helping me already. I feel like I don't know if it's the warmth or whatever it is, but I feel
It's
like
us.
better.
Yeah.
It's you guys.
That's the ingredient, love.
Yeah, it does help. Yep, it really does.
We all lift each other up.
Yeah.
Wow. What other messages if you guys want to share during the meditation that you got from the note? If you did do the meditation.
I think what gets me through feeling lonely is realizing that there's a lot of other people that feel the same and they're in worse circumstances. And so I think that's what gets me through that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that, Marcos. That really helps me a lot with some of the pain in my past. I look to those who have overcome just tremendous suffering and still have love in their heart. There was a lady from an interview done with a Holocaust survivor, and
Wow.
just hearing her story of compassion was just so humbling.
Yeah.
to know that she had gone through this very traumatic, painful, can't even imagine experience, and yet she still kept her heart open, and she's like 90 something years old.
Wow.
It's just incredible. So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember
Yep.
watching that video,
mhm,
right?
yeah,
It's really interesting. It's a human condition. Loneliness is a human condition.
Yeah.
I don't think any other animal has, this condition. You will see, I mean, there are animals that do move in herds. I think elephants
wolves.
definitely feel much more, and they have a
Yeah,
sense of family, right?
mhm,
Yeah.
But this sometimes this alienation that we feel, I think that is a very human condition.
it is.
Um,
This is interesting. Just I wanted to share in wolf packs. There's a very specific dynamic that the entire social structure has to have, and if one of the animals is not accepted into the group, they go through a period of loneliness, and you can see them just you can see the emotion and how it's
Mhm.
conveyed in their actions of having to stay away from the group for fear of being attacked or what have you. So it is interesting how those play
And they get
out.
stress hormones.
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
So, it's because of the way we humans are created that we have a sense of our soul's presence and we have a sense of our human presence.
Mm.
So we are a little extra conscious in certain ways of our beingness.
Yeah.
Um,
We're
Wow.
social animals.
yeah.
Yeah.
and and sometimes, when we are going through a period of inner growth, we go through what is called the dark night of the soul.
Mm.
And that involves, you can't go through a dark night of the soul if you are a party animal. You can't be in a party and experience that. You have to be in that totally lonely space within you to
Yeah.
go through that period of growth.
Yeah.
A little bit like a. In a chrysalis.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
think maybe that's what people going to the parties looking for, but they're not going to find it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Yes. Either
Yeah.
that or it's a distraction.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think it's because we are so disconnected with who we are, with ourselves, and we grow up like that. We grow up when we go to school, and this is something my soul brother Samo and I were talking about last night, that when we go to school, right? From kinder, pre-K, it's all about how we connect to others, right? From the moment we are born, it's all about how we connect to others, that we never focus on how we connect to ourselves.
God, that's so
Yeah.
true. Yeah, if we could only give ourselves the love that we so freely give to others, I mean, it would be such a profound change.
Yeah. Love and learning to listen to our body, learning to listen to what our heart is saying, what our mind is saying, really learning to listen to ourselves, right? And the beauty of doing that is that the more we tune within, the more we are able to listen to others better.
Yeah.
So true.
Right? I mean, there are
Yep.
times when people are speaking and we can't listen to them because there is a voice within us that's trying to say something and we are trying to suppress it, but then we end up not listening to what the other person's saying either. So there's
Yeah.
that fight, right?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
Notice
God,
Esther
that
and
was
I
so
have
well
been
said.
very quiet because we've been listening to you guys.
Yeah.
Oh
Sometimes
my
you have
God.
to say, and they don't listen, and so they can't get your point across, or your you can't convey your feelings, and then you end up not listening to them. Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah,
Um,
it's something I'm learning to do. In my profession, I have to listen a lot. And so that's the one thing that I have learned to do. But I still have to practice listening to myself because I realize there are days I'm irritated. Why? Because I haven't spent time with myself,
Yeah.
listening to how I am feeling, right?
It's like
Right.
that boundary that we have for ourselves. We're constantly letting more in than we need to take care of,
Yeah,
nurture ourselves.
true.
Yeah. You can lose yourself.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a big message for New Year. Everybody take the time out to listen to yourself.
Yep.
Yeah, the timing
Yeah.
of all of this could not be more perfect for me.
Esther, you have another comment from our audience?
Yeah, I want to share. Hadi's been chiming in to this conversation. He says, "Have learned my lessons, enjoying being alone." And I mean, I want to respond to Hadi and ask about like how much alone time it takes to create one of his paintings. Because if you've ever seen them, they're really intense, right, Chami? They depict the injustices on the most oppressed people groups of specific countries. And I mean, in the interview that Trami and I were able to have with him for another event, he shared, doing all of this research and then just crying. And I mean, Hadi, this is your story to tell. And unfortunately, we don't actually have you here today. We should, though. But I mean, that really, struck me because it was like you had to take that pain in yourself alone, obviously, before you could put it, onto your canvas and create art out of that. And I don't know, that's just, I don't know, kills me a little bit to hear because,
Well, I just happen to have one of his paintings
nice.
up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Nice. I remember those. Hmm.
yeah, so this
That's
one depicts, this is what's happening to women in Egypt, right? In so he can explain it better, but
oh my God.
yeah,
It's
he titled this series God's Second Mistake, which by the way, we're having an opening of our fragments exhibit on January 15th at 5:30 p.m., which we will announce soon formally, but his painting, this one, will be in that exhibit. And yeah, so how women work so hard, they walk like 3 miles just to carry water home for their families, yet they're being abused by the system. Here is a girl who's obviously abused, and then child genitalia mutilation, right? That's one of the things that they practice there. So he titles it God's Second Mistake, which most people may interpret it as, oh my gosh, are you saying women are mistakes? And actually they're not. So how he interprets it, which is so beautiful, is let me read it off right now. He says, God's first mistake was creating man. Then God perfected man basically in the form of woman or female. And then his second mistake was that he put her in the mercy of his first mistake, which was man. So that's what the title means.
powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Um,
it's going to be super fun when we have our exhibit opening, because then we will have all the artists there and they can talk about their work and the thought process behind it.
that sounds really exciting. I'm really looking forward to that. I also did want to mention that I do have a special going on, which ends on January 15th, which was half off all Oracle card readings. Only till January 15th. You can go ahead and book, and then $25 off every regression, whether it is past life, whether it is progression, whether it is between lives, which Trami, you've had between lives and past lives with me. You haven't had progression yet. But these are all very exciting ways of coming into alignment with your life's purpose, and realizing how you are being supported through your life, even though there are times you're going to feel lonely and you feel like you're just, at war with the world. But really, I think going through any of these processes will help you realize how you're being taken care of every step of the way. So just, send me a message. You can do a session anytime through the year
And it's
until
not
December.
virtual, so don't feel like you have
Yes.
to be anywhere.
Yeah.
Just answer my
Okay.
question.
Past life is like what you were before, like an
Yes.
animal or something.
Yeah.
All right. I know my past life.
Would you like to share?
Yeah, I was a dog.
Yeah.
Yep.
well, there are those born as humans who may have had a past life as an animal. That
Yeah.
happens.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always to learn a particular lesson. It's always to grow. Every life is an opportunity for us to grow.
Yeah. Yeah.
On that note of growing, I guess we will see everyone next Wednesday, right?
Yes.
Same
Okay.
time, same place, 12:15 for our meditation and vegetarian food, so Medi-Veggie. And I'd like to thank everyone for joining today. And we're excited to let all of our winners know of their free Oracle card reading with Dr. Smita Garg. And anything else, Esther?
We talked about a lot of stuff today. But yeah, thanks for joining us. Thank you for taking this time to talk about growth in all the ways. Thank you for your vulnerability, Matthew. Thank you for all of you for bringing your intention. It's what makes Medi-Veggie special.
Yeah. So we'll see you next time.
Yep. Happy
Thank
New
you,
Year.
everybody.
Happy New
Bye.
Year.